Hey, Tarrell.
Yeah, what's up?
I'll be with you in a second, man.
Okay. What the shit? Oh, there we go.
All right, what's going on, bro?
You know what it is. I'm over here looking through all this shit, trying to still figure out how to do. I got a background. Okay, it's not the one
Yeah,
that I originally wanted, but hey, you got to start somewhere.
and I was playing with the same stuff. I was you can actually blur the background too. I don't know if you knew that.
Um,
Like that.
oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we
Basically,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still learning, trying to figure out how to do all of this shit. So
Me too.
yeah,
I'm
it
learning
is
as
a
I go,
learning process.
for sure.
What are you griping about, Shush? I told animals, man. They just like damn kids.
Well, I got two animals too. They some bunny rabbits. They in the back.
But
They ain't gonna do too much though.
yeah,
I gotta worry about them.
you're right. Oh man. So, just quick recap.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Monday's show?
uh, I'm trying to think of what happened. Shit. I tuned into. I watched it. I took notes on Smackdown, but I need to just go back and do the same with Raw. Give me a refresh my memory real quick.
I was kind of in and out of pretty much all the shows. I was listening, but I wasn't. Not, I was listening, but I wasn't hearing because I kind of figured what they were going to do anyway is basically start laying the foundation for the Elimination Chamber and then WrestleMania. And that's pretty much what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole thing, like when you said last week, or is it TJ? I think said something about the uh, the whole thing with Kevin and Sammy, and that's pretty much you kind of figured that was going to happen.
Right at the end, they Sami Zayn got attacked by Kevin Owens.
You're right.
Yeah,
He hit him with that package pile driver.
the deadly package power driver.
Yeah, the feared package pile driver.
But yeah, they do 50 of them on AEW, but they kick out at two.
Kick out.
They kick out at one and
Dr.
a half.
Canna pop juice. Off
they
the
kick
hook,
out.
they let the dog loose.
Hey,
Oh, here we go with Mr. Fancy background and what have you. Okay.
he gonna give you shit two
Dude,
weeks in a row.
Yeah, I know. You see, you got to get your shit in, huh? You got to
Yeah.
get your shit in.
I'm waiting to get a text message from Dave one day and say, TJ, you're fired.
Oh shit.
No, you got to do it in the McMahon voice.
Oh, yeah, yo, damn it, TJ, you're fired.
Yeah, you gonna get a write up, man.
Last strike, final warning, you're through.
First offense is a 30-day suspension.
Right. Without pay.
That's what that is.
Oh, damn, 30-day suspension. That's hard.
Yeah.
I'll be down for sure.
So,
I'm gonna go back here and look at my trusty dusty website, WrestleView. Trying to look at.
Doing the releases?
Nah, I got that already loaded up right here. So let's
that's
just start there. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We're just gonna go over the recent releases of WWE. It's been quite shocking, some of the names that we've seen. So first we can go with where's my list here?
I mean, there's for me personally, there's two names on the list that are actually kind of shocking, and that would be Isla Dawn and B. Priestley. I'm sorry, Blair Davenport. So,
Right.
Isla kind of didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, but was she tag team champions?
Yeah, just not. But you know why they only did that because they was in the home country.
Same thing. I thought the same thing. Yeah,
it was an unnecessary title move, but whatever's whatever. But like I think that her whole gimmick in general had a complete upside. So that one kind of That one kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah. She had some
B
character behind her.
Huh?
She had some character behind her.
Yeah, and then the whole thing with her and
Apple
Kaylee
pie?
Ray. Yeah, no, her name is Kaylee Ray.
Oh,
Her name's Kaylee Ray. I thought that they had a good tag team. They just wasn't getting the necessary push because again, WWE does not like fucking tag teams, so they never have.
yeah.
And it's especially a women's tag team.
That's
So
women's, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but B Priestley. Sorry, I keep calling her B. Blair Davenport. Why call her up and then you don't even know what to do with her?
Right.
Yeah.
They
had her feud.
just kind of had her hanging on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had her feud with Naomi. Her first, few weeks coming up. They would, had those interactions backstage, and then they had a match or two, but nothing really came of it, man.
Right. Cause I thought they were gonna do something when they was in NXT. They was getting a little bit more time.
Right. Yeah. I would have preferred if they sent her back down there. I mean, you saw her for, I think it was like one match in the women's secondary title match, and that's pretty much been it. Like I thought she was hurt at first, but I'm like, they called her up and they don't really have they didn't have a plan for her.
No, at all. Like you said, just call her just to move her. But what you moving for? You're gonna do? She ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Worse
but it's also
up from Keith Lee. For what? They just left him in what he was doing. Keith Lee was doing perfect. It was perfect.
What they were doing with him in NXT? Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
But you also could be down there for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years and turn 36, and they decide that they don't want to call you up anymore, a la Duke Hudson. So
you think that's the reason?
That is the reason. It was like because of his age, and he had been down there for I think like 6 years or something. But it's like that part of development is like finding a character to develop to move to the main roster. Isn't that the whole point of NXT?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, to come up within the ranking of the WWE system.
Right.
You know?
So it's like if he'd been down there for that long, I mean, I get it. If he'd been down there for that long, and he didn't really progress, but in the same token, you really didn't give him a whole lot to deal with because you stuck him in that goofy ass Chase University, which actually grew on me after a while. It kind of grew on me a little bit.
It got a little interesting. I think how the crowd just was behind him so much. You know, so like you said, at first it was kind of goofy, like, what the hell is this? But after a while, okay.
It grew on me.
Yeah, I agree. And then with the crowd, always chase you. They all got their red shirts on or whatever like that. You know, and so it kind of, like you said, it kind of hit that way.
The Chase U University section. So what do y'all think is going to happen with who was the lead? What was his name? Jesus Christ. Andre Chase. You think they're going to repackage him?
They're going to have to.
Yeah. I think so.
Have to.
And then
I don't follow NXT much. I'm familiar with both guys, but if they kept one and not the other, they may repackage him like how they did with Brian Pillman's son.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah,
Lexus King.
I didn't even know who he was the way they repackaged him.
They did a damn good job.
Except for when he did that thing, it was Cody, Sean Spears, and him when Cody was on NXT one time, and they all standing in a circle, kind of looking at each other.
And then they did the Spider-Man point.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's old boy. He was over NXT too. AEW as well. But I didn't know who he was because he had the blacked out sideburns and he was full, on blonde.
The Drew on sideburns and the mustache, the different ones every week, killing me softly. Killing me softly.
But he got character now. He's got character.
Yeah, he's literally
got character. Don't mean it's good,
What do you think is going to happen with Thea Hale?
With who?
With Thea Hale. She was the little cheerleader in the group.
Oh, hey, she go hard though. She's small.
Yeah,
She
she like
go
5'1".
Yeah.
She like 5'1".
Oh, she probably smaller than Alexa Bliss.
Right, who just came back. So, but yeah.
Yeah, like you say, what happens to both of them? They gonna have to repackage them. They can't keep pushing the same gimmick if they ain't got the whole crew.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, but Thea Hale kind of was a singles before they kind of stuck her with the Chase University thing, which I never understood why they really did that to begin with.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Right, because she's a hard hit in the ring for as small as she is.
yeah, I could see her. She could be a single star. I think they.
Right,
I
but
mean,
she's so
they tried to
young.
give her the. She went with the heel gimmick for a little bit, and I was okay with that too.
Right, but
Like,
she's so young.
yeah, what is she? Didn't she? Ain't she like 21, 22, some shit like that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she real
Real
young.
young. Yeah, she real young. She real young. So they got if they keep her on, they got time to play around with it.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those homegrowns.
Right. What's the young lady that's that be with Otis and them that used to be with American Alpha? I mean American
Maxine Dubé.
yeah, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she real young too.
Yeah, she in her mid-20s.
She in her 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now why she on the WWE main roster, I don't quite get. Well, okay.
Yeah, her whole gimmick is that we're supposed to be surprised she can wrestle.
Right. Since you twisted my arm.
You know why. I mean, but over the last few months, she has gotten a lot better.
True.
And I think, but it's also because they've been putting her in the ring. Now, could she benefit from having a stint in NXT? She definitely could.
Yeah.
Put her in the ring with somebody that's going to make her work up.
Yeah.
Like
she can sell a knee and an ankle.
Do what?
She can sell a knee and ankle real good. When they get her down, boy, she'll grab that knee and that ankle, boy. She can sell ankle.
Yeah. She'll cinch it in, yeah.
But give her somebody that makes her work up, because like the whole feud with like her and Ivy Nile is like you kind of putting two people in there that are basically at the same level. So it's nothing to help. One can't necessarily help the other one work up because the other one y'all in the same position.
Right.
It's kind of like why everybody hates Charlotte Flair. You got to work up to her level. So
yeah, everybody was kind of a little grumpy about that one.
Oh, they still grumpy, and I like what during the text. I'm like, I love that she's leaning into the heel part of it. Like,
yeah,
oh, y'all hate me. It's like, oh,
yes.
Like you hate me.
I was praying that happened. Yeah, I said, go with it. Just go with it.
She's giving the fans a choice between do you want to cheer me or do you want to boo? And
exactly. That's how it felt.
What they want to do. That's pretty good.
Like either what she say. Either way. $.
Making money. Yeah.
I hear money. So
right. She still getting. I'm still getting paid either way.
Either way, and it's the same thing. Like I've been seeing the whole. I know y'all saw it too. Like the whole thing is, she wouldn't be where she was if she didn't have this last name. Blah blah this and blah blah. It's like, dude, find something else to hang your hat on. Like,
but that's the whole point.
Outside of that,
right? But that's the whole point.
Are you really going to deny? If she didn't have the last name, if you look at what she can do in the ring and what she's done in the ring, can you really be mad?
No.
And it's like, if you think about somebody being shoved down people's throats, it's like, it's a good thing that during the highlight of the ECW Attitude Era, how you want to talk about being shoved down his throat. It's a good thing that the internet was in its infancy stages at that point in time, because boy, could you imagine what they would be saying about Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels being shoved down your throats.
Right. You're exactly right. Because Stone Cold was in maybe like 4 or 5 segments a night.
It was more than that.
Depending on the night, depending on the story. Yeah.
He was the whole show.
Every week he's in the title picture. Oh, okay. Well, he's in the title picture.
But like you say, you ain't got all the social media push. You ain't got all the internet, everything with all the social media platforms, with YouTube, so many clips and so many views. You didn't have all that. You had that one day, Monday night. That's it.
Right. And you waited for the magazine to come out.
You went to work and talked about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you waited for the magazine.
and waiting for the magazine. You know, so
but now, talk about it being in a
overload.
different world. So
It's an overload. I was shocked that they let the authors of pain go.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Man, you never
I
with
wasn't
them.
even.
You brought them back.
Him and Paul Eldering.
Yeah, you brought them back. They sat on the sidelines for like a year and a half before you put them back on TV. What was the point?
Yeah, they had their best run was the first time that they was in NXT.
Yeah,
when it was in
yes,
exactly. Didn't really like them then. I'm like, because they basically literally had the same matches every damn time. I'm sorry. They literally had the same matches.
You knew they was they was just destroying everybody.
Yeah, that's true too.
But they never was like to me, they never really gave them a chance to be like, I guess, for us to see their personality.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of growing us a little bit. You know, they kind of just, like you say, they kind of just had those matches within the ring. They were real dominant. And that's it until next time.
Right.
You know,
that's pretty cool.
Right. Versus kind of stretching it out and letting us get to know them a little bit, let them talk a little bit or something. It had to be more there.
And they talk about people in AEW can't cut promos. Like, have you ever heard AOP cut a promo?
Never.
Exactly, because they didn't cut promos.
Yeah.
They always had somebody doing all the talking for them.
Yeah.
I don't know who was their manager when they was in NXT. Did they have a manager?
Paul was still there, wasn't he?
Yeah, sure was.
He always been a manager, right?
Yeah, he always been a manager.
Yeah. Has he?
Yeah. He always been a manager.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why you never heard him talk. I mean, damn it. At least you did hear Hawk and Animal talk, for crying out loud. So they could actually cut a promo. But AOP, you never heard them cut a promo. But hey, AEW, they still can't cut a promo. Okay. You got more than a handful of people in WWE. They can't cut a promo. So
sometimes, like with let's say like with Darby Allin, I prefer for him to do those little vignettes when he backstage versus being in the ring. Some people do those real good where they kind of channel, I guess, that acting spirit or whatever like that to where they can have, you know, like with the music and everything plays and they kind of can carry it out backstage versus getting in the ring on the mic. Sometimes that crowd is a little too much for them. It eats them up.
One way or another, either they reacting or they ain't reacting, but it eat them up. So
yeah, it eat them up. So a lot of them, like with the Authors of Pain, they was kind of better with them doing that vignette and having old boy Paul kind of just talk for him a little bit. That was like the most for us character wise that I've seen from them.
Yeah,
you know, versus them just being in the ring, just beating the shit out of people.
Right.
I got a question. Do y'all think it's Karrion Kross? Do y'all think it's him? Like, because I know wherever he goes, it's nothing really comes of anything. I think he's just kind of dry, man. To be honest.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to say, do you think this will give them a chance to kind of turn him back into the Karrion Kross that came into NXT?
Because you go
at least a version of that Karrion Kross. Bring back the music, bring back the entrance.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs that.
Yeah.
He needs that music. He needs that interest. Old girl doing what she be doing. Yeah. He needs that whole presentation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Presentation, like you said, it's like Dave said, it's just dry.
Yeah.
The book and
this whole the whole Final Testament, I'm like, what was it's kind of like the Death Riders. What's your mission statement?
See, you using too many metaphors and all these crazy words and trying to talk all this mysterious talk. Man, look, we got an issue, we got a problem, let's fight. Let's keep it real simple, man. Somewhere based around there. But you know, we are the takers of the world, and we're gonna open up the portal to let all these. What are you talking about, bro?
You sound like Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Like I was so excited last week when they had announced that John Moxley was gonna be doing an interview with Renee. I seen the little thumbnail. I said, 20 minutes of John Moxley talking. I said, maybe we can finally understand what the heck this Death Riders is. Exactly. Watched the whole thing and still was like, so what they do again?
You were more confused after than you were going into it. So
yeah, I was just watching a little bit of AEW. Just it started out with Jay White had an interview in the parking lot area or something. Death Riders had walked up on him and they started brawling. It was kind of funny because Marina Shafir, she ended up picking up Renee.
Yeah.
Kicked her up and ran off.
But you know what? To touch base on AEW real quick, this past week's show was actually pretty damn good. I was kind of in and out of it, but from what I saw, I'm like, it was actually a whole lot better than what it has been.
Yeah,
I know that I saw, of course, you fucking IWC, fuck them. But they it's like, oh, and the crowd goes silent. Like, no, that crowd was pretty hot the whole dang on night from what I could hear.
Especially for the main event.
The whole night though.
Right. And they were still up for the main event when Swerve was out there.
Yeah. So it's like you knew what you was finna get with that match. What do you mean that they were and the crowd goes dead? It's like, I think they were. I don't think that they were.
Now you have, I think a lot of times, sadly, with AEW, a lot of people join that bandwagon to where we just keep on beating them down versus giving constructive criticism. You know, and like you say, they can have a good show, but everybody's still like, AEW. But it is what it is.
You know what else gets me? It's always the same little pocket of virgins on there. It's like, oh, for the 12 people in attendance,
Right.
Dude, they got more than 12 people. And if they don't, it's like your favorite company has had a building full of people, and guess what they ended up having to do? Pipe in fucking noise.
Right.
Just saying. Well, you got to pipe in noise.
I thought I was
like,
stop.
Like, stop it. But I'm glad that they decided to start at least somewhat listening and going to a smaller venue where they're able to pack it, which looks better on TV, as opposed to going to a huge ass building where it's half filled and you got to move people. Yeah. And then you always get the ones where, on the hard camera side. Yeah, it's the hard camera side. You don't set people on the hard camera side, dumbass.
Exactly. Right. Right.
On the hard camera side. You go to a WWE show, they don't have people on the hard side. It's usually the camera people over there, and it's a black tarp over there. They do that for a reason. It's the hard camera side.
They don't want you doing nothing stupid.
Well, that too. So.
Yeah, I noticed it was a smaller venue by the entryway. It was like because Ospreay, I started to watch his match. He had a match against somebody. Like I guess it was a person from his past or whatever that Don Callis.
Mark Davis from when he was over in Japan.
Yeah, but then the camera behind Ospreay was just like, okay, damn, the ring right there. You just got to take a couple steps. And he just came out, so you can tell it was definitely a smaller venue.
Yeah, and that's good for them. That's what they should do is go to smaller arenas. I think they also cut out doing. They're not touring right now either.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that's what I heard. I'm like, that could benefit them because I know the E at one point was cutting down on how much they were touring also. But it's also like, I mean,
kind of take some time to build some interest.
Yeah, you got to get the interest built back up. So they I think the place they've been going to now is like 20. They host like 2,500, maybe 35. Like that's perfect.
Yeah,
that's perfect. Like TNA was doing the same thing. Like again, people for the 75 people that's in attendance. You know, those 75 people sounded way better than the piped in noise of your 20 plus. Is all I'm saying. So
they did that. I'm so glad they stopped doing that. They was getting on my nerves so bad.
Glad Vince stopped doing that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was wrong.
What the piped in noise?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
No, Kevin Dunn. Excuse me.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was Kevin Dunn. Oh my God, I was so glad when they let him go because some of those camera shots that he would do would fucking give you vertigo watching that shit. Like or it kept doing so many cuts. Like in a match, you would do like 30 cuts and what have you. Like, bro, you're finna get somebody a migraine in this mug.
Right. I thought something was wrong with me. I said, why am I feeling nauseous watching this show? Hey, when I was in animation school, my teacher, he used to always tell us, leave the fucking camera still. Stop moving the camera. Everybody be creating these crazy animations with a camera going all like this. He be, no, leave the camera still and just shoot the shot. Don't keep moving the camera.
Like a special effect
Exactly.
or something.
Right. It makes you dizzy. It'll make everybody nauseous.
Man, sitting over here like, I need to go lay down for a little bit.
Right. You ain't Jerry Bruckheimer. Stop moving the damn camera.
Right. Like, calm down, Tiger. So,
Yeah. This ain't Transformers. Stop moving the damn camera.
right. The fuck? You ain't got 72 explosions behind each other. Stop that foolishness.
So the next one, I'm gonna say Cedric Alexander.
Yes.
What y'all think?
I was happy, but sad all at the same time. I guess happy because now he has the opportunity to go join the Hurt Syndicate.
Because you know that's what's going to end up happening.
Right. Why not? Why wouldn't he? It's a no-brainer. But at the same time, he was over there for a minute so long, I'm kind of going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? When he won the Cruiserweight opening, he had a great performance within that.
Man, yeah, I missed them days. The old Cruiserweight Classics.
They need to bring that one back.
Live. I like 205 Live.
Yes, they need to bring that back. It was something different, and it drew a lot of interest, you know.
Yep.
And then when Cedric went to the main roster, he can get the crowd hype and get the crowd interested into what he's doing. Even when he went back to NXT, it still was the same way. But they never did it with his character.
You want the WWE to bring back the flippy floppy stuff? You want the WWE to bring back the flippy floppers?
I enjoyed
it. It has its place too.
I
Not bring it back. Yeah.
I enjoyed the
that's all I'm saying is that everything and everybody has a place in the world of professional wrestling. Whether you like the flippy floppy.
Did you okay, back when the Cruiserweight title used to be on Smackdown and you had Rey Mysterio, Chavo Guerrero.
Oh, them the golden days right there. Go ahead.
Jimmy Wayne Yang.
Woo!
Paul London.
Yes.
And who else was there?
Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick, yep.
Brian Kendrick. And who my boy, Jamie by God Noble.
Right.
Right. Jamie Noble, boy.
Now, that was the best I ever seen the Cruiserweight division. They were killing it.
Yeah. Now, see is how you just bring that up because, you know, WWE loyalists have revisionist history. It's like, they no-sold. It's like, did you watch 205? Did you see some of these matches where they no-sold like a lot of shit? Like, really?
You know, to me, where it messed up at when they gave Enzo the championship. And that's nothing against Enzo, but he's not a wrestler like that. He's more one on the mic with the promos.
They put him in the main event too. Remember that?
Yeah, that killed 205. That was it. That was the end of it.
I think that was a Vince move, but it was also punishment for Enzo too. So
yeah,
it was supposed to be punishment because they knew. And don't forget about Neville. Don't forget about Neville.
Right, that was cold
because they felt like putting him in the ring with those guys and what they do would basically embarrass the shit out of him.
I
mean, he wasn't. They weren't necessarily wrong. So
yeah, you exactly right. Right, and like he would have been a great manager for anybody. You know, he would have been a great manager for anybody.
You definitely got more shirts than I do.
Yeah. What do we got over here? Cup of haters. A cup of haters.
Actually, I met him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I met him in LA for WrestleMania. He was outside of a hotel, just chilling. I'm like, what up, Bizzo? He said, how you doing?
How you doing?
Remember when him and Cass was in the ring that one day, he was showing how over he was. And you know, he got the tattoo on his hand. And he did his whole stick, but the crowd did it for him, but he was mouthing the words with just with his fist with the mic on it. Oh my God. The man was over. The man was over.
They in general were over.
Yeah.
And why they never got the tag titles, I'll never understand.
Never understand.
Never understand. Your first night on the main roster after WrestleMania, and you're in the ring with the fucking Dudley Boys. and the crowd literally blew. You'd have thought Stone Cold would have came out there the way that they went nuts and knew exactly who those guys were.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And you never put what they say, white meat hot, and you never put the titles on them.
That was a waste. That was a waste. That was a waste.
Right. That was a missed opportunity right there. So
yes, that's up there with the missed opportunity like Hook in AEW.
Yeah. But he's only 100 pounds. He's only 95 pounds. It's like, y'all do realize that Rey Mysterio is like the size of a 12-year-old girl, right? Just so you know.
But that boy had grit. He caught your attention.
It's like, oh, we hate the flippy floppy. Look, this is WWE fans. Oh, I hate the flippy floppy. On the other side, Rey Mysterio is the greatest luchador ever. Like, sir,
what do you do?
Yeah. You know he's a flippy floppy guy, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Pick a side.
Yeah.
You like both of them.
Yeah, they talk out of both sides of their necks. That's what that is. I said what I said. WWE fans talk out both sides of their neck.
Yeah,
they do.
Sometimes you gotta just pick one and roll with that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but they hate AEW, but they pay so much attention to it though.
Ain't that something?
I was like,
but my take be like, well, why can't everybody just watch them all? I watched this one and that one. Now, how it was back in the day when you had WCW and WWE? Yes, we picked sides, but it was something going on within that era. But like, it ain't like that no more. Everybody friends.
You know what I did for the Monday Night Wars? Both my TVs right next to each other. One had Raw, one had Nitro. I'm watching both of them. Why? Because I'm a fan of professional wrestling. I'm not. I don't have a loyalty to either one of them because ain't neither one of them fucking paying me.
It's like Marvel. It's like Marvel and DC. We watch them all.
Yeah.
Right.
And why? Because I was a comic book fan.
They ain't write me no check. I can watch both of them. I can watch both of them and talk about this one and talk about that one. It ain't got to be one-sided.
It don't. And you know what's funny though? It's more hate in the IWC for people that have never been in the ring. Yeah. That don't do nothing but do the same shit that we do. Yeah. But y'all be finger banging. Y'all be finger banging over a company that's you're not getting a check from them. Like bring it down. So you ain't got to go that hard for them.
They ain't giving you no rub. They ain't giving you no rub.
None whatsoever. No pun intended. You ain't getting no rub. Pause.
Right. I was thinking about naming this podcast The Rub.
Oh God! I'm glad you did. That would have brought up some wrong searches right there. Oh my God!
Oh shit! All right, so the next person, Sonya Deville. Thoughts?
I'll let you go first, TJ.
I enjoyed her more when she was doing the whole kickboxing martial arts. And NXT. That was the most I have enjoyed her. And when they brought her to the main roster, they did it for a little stint of time, but then they pushed it away and let it go.
But then she get injured, and then she came back as the GM of Raw.
Yeah.
But she was a good authority figure.
She was injured like 2 or 3. She's been injured like 2 or 3 times, and for a significant amount of time since she's been on the main roster. And she went through a couple gimmick changes on the main roster.
Yeah. Do you think going through so many gimmick changes hurt a person's career versus just picking a direction and going within it?
Very much so. Too many gimmick changes in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Stuck with the kickboxing thing, and then I'm glad this is one part of the Pure Fusion bullshit collection is done. So, I don't want nobody to have to get released for it to be over, but it's just like that whole dynamic is just terrible.
Like, what was the point? Again, another group. What's their mission statement? Right, right. So, I mean, we've already talked about Shane and how since she hasn't been right since the whole Vince had her biting Becky like a werewolf or what have you. So, what do you think happens with Zoe Stark now?
She rises to the top.
The cream always rises to the top, brother.
Don't get me started on my precious.
But that's my favorite woman's wrestler right now in wrestling. Zoe
Stark.
She brings it, man. She brings it. She go a lot of the young ladies that's in the ring, they can't hang with her. I want to see Zoe Stark.
Okay, Zoe, yeah, I like Zoe too.
I want to see her and Naomi. I want to see her and Bianca Belair. That girl can go.
Mm-hmm.
That girl. That's why she got called up. She got called up hella quick from NXT.
She needs to express more aspects of her personality.
I agree.
When she's on the mic, she's heel 101.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So she just needed to explore.
Now I thought when she was with Trish Stratus for a little stint of time, that it was really gonna take off, for her.
Yeah, she's gonna earn the rub, but
yeah, exactly.
She has. I think she has a lot of potential. She's very athletic. You can tell that she's kind of softened up a little bit as far as her physique, because her body isn't the same from when she first came in. She doesn't have as much lean muscle as she did when she first came in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she has a lot of potential. I think she just needs to but she needs to be more, like David said, she needs to find more of herself and let more of herself be part of her character, as opposed to she's playing wrestler.
I agree.
She's playing wrestler.
There you go. So how long was Sonya Deville? I'm trying to look up how long was Sonya Deville in WWE?
She's been there for a while.
2018?
Something like that.
Well, okay, 10 years.
10?
Yeah. Well, 10 years, 10 years in wrestling in general.
Oh, in general.
And the whole time she's been in WWE. Huh. Okay.
Right.
Well,
this will for a little minute.
Well, this will give her an opportunity to either sink or swim out on the indies and
AEW gonna pick her up, I think.
Huh?
AEW gonna pick her up. She got great facials.
She do, but I mean, do you really need to? You don't really have to go there at this point in time. You really don't.
You know what?
They also have a very packed women's roster right now too.
I would like for her to go to TNA in their women's division.
Well, now that's still kind of WWE now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, they have a partnership, so
yeah.
That's right. I forgot all about that. But I wonder, does WWE, do they got a say in who gets brought into that roster?
I don't think so. I think their partnership is more so basically sharing talent, and WWE also using them as another showcase and basically a training ground for their NXT talents to have somewhere else to go to work.
Right.
And somewhere else to go to work in front of a different crowd is what it is. And the same thing for their people to come to NXT and work in front of a different crowd.
Oh, so they're basically just giving TNA the rub.
Yeah.
That's the phrase of the night, the rub.
Yeah, they were giving the rub. Pause.
Dave, I want to hold that belt behind you.
I'm trying to bring it to the shot,
I see that belt. I want to hold that belt. I gotta hold that belt.
Hey, this dude Rock Cody. You hold mine, I hold yours.
Right. Whatever happened with that story? They just threw it out the window.
It's I don't know.
I'm gonna forget about it in a minute.
Right.
They took so long with it.
Well, Rock came back being buddy with Cody, on that Raw Netflix.
Yeah, they taking shots backstage and everything.
Yeah, I hope that whole thing is kind of it was almost kind of unnecessary to begin with, but I hope they've actually moved past it, because I don't think he got the reaction that he thought he was gonna get, because he kind of shoehorned himself in there. It's like if you've already gotten away from it now, especially like a month into them being on Netflix, you can't circle back to that now.
Yeah,
you can't. Probably so, because
you insult your audience intelligence if you do that.
Right. So it's like you still got Cody dealing with this whole bloodline shit, which is it, dude. I'm kind of sick of seeing it because you got him dealing with Tama and Jacob now, and now you just brought Solo back. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was excited to see Solo come back, but like you say, why did Colo attack Cody? Of course, we gotta wait to see. But like you say, why go back down that path again? We've
already seen that. We don't need to see that again. Like it's a whole set of people that he could defend the title against, and you kind of circling back to.
Yeah, we've been going back and forth there for almost, I would say about a year. It's been a whole year. But if you ain't got Roman in the picture when it comes to that, what's the point?
It ain't one. So
right. Ain't no point. Let's have Solo go after somebody else.
Right. I'm trying to see Solo and the Samoan Werewolf square off. So
exactly.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. This is headed. I think Jacob gonna end up turning on Solo, and they're gonna have a match at Mania. They should.
Yeah, they should. That'd be nice. I'm interested in that.
I think they're going with Jacob and because Roman gonna be in a 3-way with Seth and CM Punk.
You think so?
That's a 3-way waiting to happen. The way to think about what happened at the Rumble.
Okay.
That's a 3-way waiting to happen.
For sure.
Yeah.
So CM Punk still not gonna get the main event at WrestleMania. But think about this though. Them in a 3-way would probably be bigger than the main events at WrestleMania.
Oh, both of them.
But it'll be one of them. One of the main events, night 1, night 2.
I can see that. Even if it's not, that match alone with those 3 in it would probably overshadow the women's title match and the world title match on both shows.
Yeah, for sure.
On both nights.
So they have to get him a night there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that match, if that happens, who gets the W?
And no title on the line either.
No title on the line. It's just
more likely probably Seth.
You think so?
He needs it.
I think Punk needs it. You don't think Punk needs it?
Punk been winning all his rivalries.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, since he came back. Yes, that's a good point. He won.
But also think about this. Cody's only lost like twice since he's been champion. Just saying. So.
Yeah, Cody's unstoppable. Cody's unstoppable.
Yeah, Cody's only lost like twice. So.
Yeah, Cody's unstoppable. They have built Cody up to be a monster.
Yeah.
The only one that can't beat Cody is Cena.
Yeah. So Seth, Roman, and Punk. I think Seth wins because it's so much hate between Roman and Punk, Roman and Seth that Punk picks up the W, and I'd be willing to bet that Seth eats the pin on it.
Ooh. Now,
just saying.
Question: do they circle back around to the favor that CM Punk wanted to? Now, I was thinking that the favor was going to be that CM Punk want Paul Heyman to accompany him at ringside
instead of being with Roman.
I think his favor is him having Paul some way finesse him into one of the world title matches, which would probably be the undisputed title.
Yeah.
So whatever the favor is, Paul gotta be with Punk in that favor.
Yeah, because I don't. One of these championship matches is gonna be a 3-way. You got too many top stars that this year coming around.
Yeah, the card is very top heavy in general, so it's very top heavy. Yes, so one of the title matches, more than likely, is probably gonna be the Chamber or it's gonna be Jey Uso. Somebody gonna get it messy, and I'm thinking it's gonna be Drew. Drew gonna find his way in there.
What, in the title match?
He the wild card. Drew the wild card.
You talking about the title match?
Yeah.
Did you all see that they're actually talking about having Drew and Damian Priest for WrestleMania?
Drew and Damian Priest?
Hey, man, I don't want to see that shit. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to see that. Why would they run that back? Like, I know that Damian cashed in on Drew, but I was saying on one of my reaction videos, you don't have to run that back as a match, like a whole match a year later. Didn't they face each other a bunch of times when Damian was the champion, like afterwards? Did they?
I remember. I mean, if they did, it wasn't memorable to where you remember it.
That's the thing, but the chemistry not there for them two. I'm sorry.
No.
It was also said, this is just what I read now, these are just the reports and what have you. They were saying that that's the match that's supposed to be being penciled in, and Drew literally said that they need to find him a better.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man.
Come on, don't do him like that.
Drew is a wild card, man. To me, I was upset when Drew got out of the Rumble so early, because I at least thought he was gonna be in the top 5 or the top 3 within the Rumble.
Yeah.
And when he got knocked out early, I was like, hold on a minute. How was Drew out that quick? How is that possible?
I'm just tickled that he said y'all need to find him. So y'all ain't gonna put no respect on that man. So you ain't gonna put no respect on his.
See?
Yeah, like he bad or something. It's not. I don't think it's Priest.
No, I don't think it's Priest.
It's not him. It's just them two together. It's just not a good dynamic.
Yeah, they don't have any chemistry.
Yeah. You know who I was thinking it was?
What?
Logan Paul.
Drew and Logan Paul?
Yeah. How Logan Paul screwed over Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. I'm thinking that Drew McIntyre gonna screw over Logan Paul on this Monday night. And when he was talking about the person that's trying to get their shit in, LA Knight said it. So it automatically makes your mind go to LA Knight. But I think it's Logan Paul. Drew gonna screw his ass over Monday.
Did you see the look Drew gave him after he cut that promo walking to the ring though?
Yeah.
And Drew was like, he like, you got me. Well, you got me.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I popped on that.
Son of a bitch, you.
He said, "There, I got my shit."
I had some notes right here. You see, LA Knight, he came out, he trolls Drew, and he said on a fan called him Drew McIntyre.
That was good. That was good. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that was money right there.
Yeah.
And he, excuse me, allow me to get my stuff in. Hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
That was classic.
That was actually a pretty solid match too. So
that was a nice one.
Yeah, that was a really solid match too.
But on the Friday night SmackDown, I enjoyed all 3 of them. Jimmy,
the qualifying matches.
Yeah. Jimmy, Drew, and LA Knight. They promos. They had a nice little promo section with each other.
They all did.
They had nice chemistry with each other. I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed their match.
Big Jim.
Big Jim.
Drew had called Jimmy Jay. He was like, "Oh, Jimmy."
He just looked at him like, "Oh, okay."
Then he said, He said, "If you was the first one to say yeet."
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. I can say yeet. I can say no yeet.
That was good. And then that music hit. LA Knight came out, blasted them. I said, "Oh, that was perfect." All 3 of them got nice chemistry together.
It was good.
All 3 of them got good chemistry together. Real good.
So, from AOP, what about Gallows and Anderson?
Good segue.
Mood killer. No.
I thought to me that they would have stayed in AEW with the whole elite thing going on, man. When they came back to WWE, I was like, why? They didn't use y'all, do nothing with y'all the first time. Only when y'all was with AJ Styles. But if AJ Styles is out or injured or anything,
And you know what's funny though? Because I believe Anderson is out with an injury. That's why he hasn't been on. They haven't been on because they have moved him back down to NXT. That's why they haven't been on TV.
Yeah.
And you remember all of that stuff that they was doing, basically mocking and making fun of the E when they got let go the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, money talks and bullshit walks. That's why they came back for that check, baby.
Real quick. Real quick. We
came back for that check.
Real quick. Do they go back to AEW, you think?
I think they probably end up back in Japan. Or they might. No, they was actually in TNA. Before they came back to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see them possibly. Excuse me. I could see them possibly going to AEW, but I could see them also going back to Japan.
Back to Japan,
or just working the indies and doing what they was doing before they even went back to WWE. So
yeah, but they got character and charisma. I was always shocked that they never really used them, like put them in a nice tag team feud.
The best thing about Carl Anderson was when he got in good shape, talking about his abs and his hot Asian wife.
Yeah.
That was the best version of them too. So
because even when they was with AJ Styles, they didn't really do too much with him. When they just called him the club.
Yeah, and it was basically because it was with AJ.
Exactly.
Excuse me. It's because they was with AJ. It was like they was only there to basically carry his boots. So
the last few times you see him on Smackdown, you remember when AJ was kind of teasing turning heel, and the only thing they was used for was like just standing backstage with a Michin, and then AJ Styles give him a dirty look.
Yeah.
Walk away. He was doing that for like 2 or 3 weeks.
I didn't like that. They didn't do nothing with him. They had
like, come on, man, we still cool. He was just like, and
right.
He walked the camera. That was it.
But like you said before, Tarrell, WWE, they ain't really into no tag teams like that.
They not. That's why tag teams is like, but whatever. But not to digress entirely too much. You saw the video from the Street Profits, right?
Oh yeah,
the promo from the Street Profits, right?
I told you. I got excited.
That's not heel though.
Nah, it's like when we sick of we tired of this shit and we ain't taking it no more.
Like I'm like, or they heels, or they just spit, or they just spitting shit. They're real shit now.
That's how I was, yeah. I'm like, are they heels? I'm like, well, no, they ain't. But when the way they beat you out of chopping them and Johnny go down with the clutches.
Two things. They are heels. Here's why.
Okay.
They dressed in all black, and they said the violence will be televised.
Ooh. He did say that.
Two things that baby faces never fucking do.
Yeah.
The third thing.
All right.
Or had a grill.
Yeah. And he had the grill, and Big Doc was just back there like this.
Yeah. But they look like they want to be taken more serious. I like serious wrestling.
Yeah, they want to be taken more seriously. So
I
doubt that they'll be playing up to the crowd as much, and they might lose the solo cups. So
they lose the cup.
They need to change the music.
They're gonna keep the solo cups. They're just gonna be black now. So
okay, yeah, heel, yeah.
It's black now. So
you gonna have a black crown when you come out instead of the gold crown.
Yep. And it's gonna be cocked to the side. You know how it's gonna be to the side.
Don't make it goofy. Don't make it goofy.
Right.
Yeah. I think they're gonna start to be just a tad bit more serious and what have you. So
I hope so.
They have been taking a lot of L's over the course of the last couple of years. They've taken a lot of L's.
Because they move up and down and up and down. I don't know what to do with them. They kind of all over the place.
And then he also said something else that kind of caught my attention too, when he said that we together and we gonna always be together.
Yeah, I got my notes right here. He said he mentioned that strangers coming in the Motor City Machine Guns,
Uh-huh.
and then teams coming back together to realize the grass isn't greener. DIY. Right? He said they always been together, and this violence will be televised. He said, "God bless your souls."
I was like, okay,
it's
time to turn up now. So
I like Anthony Dawkins too, man. He was
God bless your soul. Damn.
Yeah,
he was very
Dawkins back there he was kind of broody like. He was brooding back there.
Yeah. He was kind of like, that's right.
But I like after the promo, like after Dawkins was done talking, and they were still like showing his face in the camera shot, and then how Montage came around him, you could still see him kind of seething, being pissed, and he just started talking around him.
That was a real nice vignette.
Yeah, he gave him like more of an upfront, like, okay, you in the front and I'm in the back, because he normally the one that's wild. He really gave him the spotlight, and I liked it.
He needs it, right? But at the same time, I think Dawkins, he needs that rub to kind of let us see that personality.
Let's see
like
him.
Montage, he got a huge personality, man. You can clearly, right? But sometimes it can kind of overshadow your tag team partner.
Right. So some people just have bigger personalities, and you can definitely tell that he was more of the standout of the team to begin with. So
yeah.
I'm just waiting on them to finally give him a solo run. I'm just saying.
Oh, that would be nice.
I'm just saying because he check all the boxes. He checks all the boxes.
It's always one over the other, like any tag team.
So how far can they continue to keep going with the Street Profits?
Like the New Day.
Yeah, but it's at the end of the day, kind of same thing like with the New Day, like. How many tag team titles can you win that people are actually going to be excited about? Because you can only do so many.
Exactly. You got a couple of, I guess, tag teams that kind of go against that rule, like the Dudleys. They were better together than apart.
Yeah. In WWE anyway, because
I enjoyed Bully Ray. I enjoyed that.
I did too. I was just going to say that character wouldn't have worked in WWE, and he even said that it wouldn't have worked there, especially after the Attitude Era. It wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. Now during the Attitude Era, it would have been.
It would have definitely worked.
It would have definitely worked.
It would have worked after the Attitude Era. Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't have, after the Attitude Era. Nope.
Yeah, it would have worked after that. After the Attitude Era, no, it wouldn't have worked at all.
And then let's go with the fallen member of Imperium, Giovanni.
He was better with Imperium. Why they ever take him away from Imperium?
I think if they gave him a chance by himself, he would have done okay. But they dropped him out right away.
His first match, he was in the ring when they brushed off and he did the whole new gimmick and everything. It was like less than a minute on that. Yeah, it was horrible.
And they gave him vignettes and everything. Like what the fuck?
They put all that behind them just for the first match back under the new gimmick. And didn't he lose to Cedric Alexander?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't in like 25 seconds or some shit to that
nature. It was real. It was.
And then they turned around and brought him back, and then he lost again. It's like, but then he disappeared from TV.
What was the point?
That was kind of but I think that gimmick, they didn't give it a chance to blossom in NXT before they moved him back to the main roster.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you introduced the character in NXT. It's like, okay, well, we kind of seen this before. It's like, whatever. It's like, okay, he's an Italian Alberto Del Rio, whatever.
Yeah, so run a little too fast.
Yeah, but then it's like a month later, he gets drafted to SmackDown. Fuck, wait, what? Didn't he just come back?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I said last week about those random trades, like people just on Raw and SmackDown all of a sudden, man. Like maybe it's the big networks, they want people in certain places. But it was just like, Nick Aldis all of a sudden telling you, hey, you're on SmackDown. And then Adam Pearce, you're on Raw now. It's just like, man, don't hate the draft after WrestleMania. Like,
not with this whole, what they call it, the window.
The portal, the transfer portal.
Hey,
and you all see, they use a lot of NFL references here. So,
I know.
Transfer portals and drafts and what have you. So,
yeah, they try to be more sports-centric. with
Oh, that's what they thought. Because I was wondering, like, I'm confused. What the portal, the window, or True had to roll when he said, man, you jumping back and forth between too many windows.
I always got to get a shot in with the token Negro. So,
yeah, he had a thing with Jay.
Back and forth, man. Too many windows, man.
What did he say on SmackDown? I got it right here. He came up to him and said, he said, congratulations on winning the King of the Ring. And Jay was like, man, I'm the rubber winner.
He's like, hey, what's wrong with your boy?
Right.
Boy. So they ain't really give him a chance, pretty much, eventually.
No.
He would have a chance. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be some more people released before the end of before WrestleMania. I think it's gonna be some more people released by the end of next week.
Yeah.
They do it for about a month, don't they?
Yeah.
Releases, yeah.
Yep. Normally they don't come until after WrestleMania. So
right.
Yep.
I always just wonder why they took him away from Imperium in the first place. It was nice seeing them three together.
Well, they just they believe more in Kaiser, so they doing what they're doing with him. They want to just give him a.
Yeah, I think it's more. Well, we already knew what it was going to be with Walter, but I think they see a lot more also in Kaiser too. So
yeah, I can see that.
He's a good mid card person to build up.
He can go in the ring. I enjoy it. He's pretty good in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my man, when he hit that half jog around and that drop kick into the steel steps takes me out every time. That shit's hilarious.
I call it the Braun Strowman. They get this running around the ring. Everybody's gonna attack that now.
Yeah, everybody's doing that shit now. So
slide out around. Yeah, but that drop kick that's brutal.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
So what y'all think about that triple threat next week? Braun, Jacob, and Priest for a spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, Braun! What's this gonna be on SmackDown?
Yeah,
that's Braun. That's Braun, ain't it?
No, it's SmackDown.
It's SmackDown. Okay.
I'm rooting for Jacob, of course.
I can see Jacob's gonna win that. It's like as soon as they started talking about it, I was like, oh, Jacob's gonna win that. Yeah. That's just because.
That's a no-brainer. You gotta put him in the chamber. You ain't got no choice.
You think Drew gonna come in and screw over Priest to build their stuff?
If that's the route that they're going, I could see him interfering in that match to cost Priest his spot or cost him the match in some form. If that's what they're going with.
Yeah. I think they go that way. But thing is, why Pitt? So are they gonna have this year? Is it gonna be 2 chambers or just the one? Because they usually have a SmackDown one and a Raw one. They're gonna have one.
No, it's a women's and a men's. That's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, they ain't doing like the because they usually have like the Raw, chamber and the SmackDown. They just doing just the one chamber. What they gonna? They probably have 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown.
3 and 2 because it's only 5 spots.
Oh, it's only 5. Okay.
Or is it 6 spots now?
I thought it was 6.
Yeah, it's 6, but it's only 5 portal holding. Okay, I got you. Okay, so yeah, it'll be 3 from each show.
Okay. Yeah,
that's how it should be.
Yeah, and then of course the winner, whoever wins that, it'll pretty much tell you who's going to be facing Cody at Mania, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to be Jay and Walter for the world title.
Yeah.
I
can see that. I don't see Jay going against Cody.
No.
You know what I see though?
They both kind of got similar stories though. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, and of course, people, they the wrong person won. They should have had Cena win. I was like, well, at this point, Cena, first of all, Cena doesn't need to win a title, and I don't see him winning the title on his way out the fucking door.
Wow.
Like, he basically, Exactly. He's basically there to do exactly what he's been doing the last couple of years, which is to put somebody else over.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, he don't deserve it. CM Punk worked his ass off. It's like, yes, no. Like, Punk has only been back in the company for 2 years.
He gotta work that loyalty back up again, baby.
Right. And it's like, yeah, you can be a Punk fan, but it's like also look at the fact of Jimmy has been there and he's worked. If you watched him from when he's started in the tag team, and he was clearly the standout of the bloodline to begin with. We know it was all about Roman, but if you look at it, it was also about Jay.
Yes.
It started with them.
I thought it was going to circle. I actually thought it was going to circle back to that towards the end of that.
Roman and Jay.
Yeah.
But it's like he's organically, and then when he broke off and they basically had him start at the bottom and kind of work his way back up. I'm still pissed about the title run because that was fucking stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, it was.
With Roman being champion.
It was too quick.
No, when Jay beat Braun for the whatever fucking title that is, and then he won it back like a month later because they had to set up War Games. It's like, okay, that was kind of fucking stupid, but whatever. But then they never went back. They never circled back around to it, so it's kind of like whatever. But to see what he's done coming from a tag team going into a singles, because you don't like they said you don't see a lot of people that come from a tag team and make it as a singles wrestler.
Not even the best,
because it's far and few, because you've had them. They'll be in the title picture, but do they actually win? No, they don't. It's very few.
Because you had what you look back, you had what Shawn Michaels, you know what I'm saying, Martin Jannetty, you know, but Shawn Michaels, he kind of broke away from that and kind of did his own thing.
Right. And think about this, they never won the tag titles.
They didn't?
The Rockers never won the tag titles.
Get out of town.
No, they never won. They were a popular tag team.
You said the Rock?
Popular tag team. Huh?
You said the Rock?
No, the Rockers. Michaels and Jannetty. Yeah, they as popular as they were, they never won the tag titles.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that.
But you got Shawn Michaels when they broke him away, because clearly they saw him as the bigger star. And what happened? We see where Shawn Michaels is now.
Yeah.
Same thing like Bret Hart. Although they did win the tag titles, twice, I think?
Yeah, I think one.
Hart Foundation, they won the tag titles twice.
Remember what who was that? With British Bulldog or Neidhart?
I think the first time the Hart Foundation won, I think they actually beat the Killer Bees.
Yeah, I think it was Neidhart.
If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, Bret and Jim Neidhart. But then you see what Bret went on to do.
Yeah.
But name another tag team that split up and one of the single stars went on to do better things and become a world champion.
Right. Probably the most recent one, probably within the Attitude Era, pulling out of there is probably Jeff. When Jeff broke back. But like you say, it's been very, very, probably a handful.
It's a handful.
Yeah,
but also with Jeff was the bigger star between the two of them. Like Matt was more creative, but Jeff just checked other boxes though.
Yeah.
So
it was so over with the crowd. Everybody just enjoyed him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you say, it's a very small, you know what I'm saying, amount of people that have done that.
Very. Wow. We actually, there was actually another one too, who broke away from a tag team, who went on to become a world champion, but he was in WCW and he's known as the first black heavyweight champion. Just saying.
Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Yeah, I was just watching that on YouTube short. He won that title. He did a power slam to
Vader. Yeah.
Went over. Yeah.
That was crazy. He picked him up like it was nothing. Vader easy 400 pounds.
Yeah. You heard me? Yes.
He was, man, in his prime, Ron Simmons was a monster.
Yeah. He was a beast. Also, that was a quick ass 3 count too. Just saying.
It was
a quick ass 3.
When he tag team was that he's with Tony Atlas?
No, it was Doom. It was him and Butch Reed.
Butch Reed, okay. I thought it was Butch Reed. Yeah, they were some big boys.
Yeah. You know that there's actually another version of Doom in NWA.
I gotta go check that one out. I ain't seen that.
I haven't watched NWA in a while because I think they I forgot who they went to. I think they're back on YouTube now, but they started to get a little bit wowish to me. I don't know if you've ever watched WoW, but they kind of got like wowish to me. Like it started to come across as kind of cartoonish, give or take.
Yeah, goofy. But for a little stint right there, they was hot. I used to watch them on YouTube, NWA.
Oh yeah. I went when they came, when they had like the whatever anniversary, whatever it was, like when Mickey James was there, and when Nick Aldis was still wrestling. So
that was a minute.
When he was still champion over there. Him and old girl. What was old girl?
Him and Camille. That's when he had his little group or what have you. She's been out with an injury.
Oh, she got an injury.
Yeah. She's in AEW, but they wrote her out with it. She had a legit injury.
So I always wonder this about AEW. How come they don't let everybody know that their superstars be injured? Like, I don't never heard nothing.
Bird. I think she was also out promoting the movie too. About the I cannot remember her name, but she's the reason why she's the reason why the NWA women's title is called the Burke. I forgot her name, but the movie is based on basically based off of her. Is her movie telling her story and being like one of the first big name female women wrestlers or in something to that nature. But yeah.
Fabulous Moolah?
No, not Jesus, no. No, this is NWA, so the Burke. That's why they call it the Burke. So but yeah, I think she's also out promoting it too. So
no, I was saying was the Chase when NWA was last year, wasn't that the Chase?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they was doing a little nice on YouTube for a little minute because I was watching, like you say, when Nick Allen was over there and when he was champion. Yeah, he said after that, it kind of started getting a little goofy.
Yeah, it started getting a little too goofy for me. So I'm like, yeah, I had checked out of it for a while. So I've been kind of, clicking back in every now and again when I get a chance. It's just so much wrestling to watch. I'm like, sometimes I just watch highlight shows or highlights and what have you just to get a quick feel of it to kind of keep up with it and what have you, but it's just so much to watch though. That's why I'm like, I'm a fan of professional wrestling, not just one brand.
Yeah,
I enjoy it all because everybody.
Yeah, I like it all. Yeah,
something different.
I watch my midnight backyard wrestling sometimes.
I know this. You mean that shit.
Oh my God! I'm having to send y'all some clips of some of the goofy ass shit that I see. I'm like, because y'all doing all of this, bro. Y'all ain't got no insurance, and you doing it for a hot dog and a handshake right now. You need to bring it down.
Oh my God, they be going so hard. I be like, bro, don't end it all. Don't just end it all.
They watch too much Darby highlights. They watch,
Yeah.
You
risking it all.
There,
you risking it all for some cotton candy and a Coke. So
I think you sent me that clip of them Darby Allin highlights.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
You stuff in the group chat. I'm learning some stuff.
Did you see? Did I send you the one with? That was the one I sent you with Darby Allin and some of the clips was with him and Walter.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Oh man.
God. Yeah.
When Walter was like 300 pounds. So
he was big boy.
That's Walter.
Yeah. That made his chops even more lethal than what they are now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was big boy. And like Darby could take some bumps. That man.
You gonna mess around to be crippled before you hit 40.
I'm like, man, how's that dude still standing? Like, he was taking some big bumps.
I think he's made of cartilage, just cartilage, no bone, just cartilage.
He is now gelatin.
Like, dude be doing some incredible, some crazy ass shit. Like, bro, you ain't got to do that shit no more. You don't.
Yeah, man.
You don't.
You risk it all. But it be like, and in the front of like a little small fan base, like a little small, not too many people.
Yeah, not too many people, and they be hyped in the mug though. But my man,
like I be crazy. When I watch my backyard wrestling, I said, man, these guys and girls, they ain't gonna make it to the big time.
You showed the fucking ain't. You coming in with your back already broke.
You heard me?
Like literally.
Soft to him for being that brave, but bro, it got to be more of psychology or more of kind of work character.
Like you ain't got
Everybody's
y'all ain't got no other local promotions where you can learn how to work safely.
Yeah,
right.
I was listening to the Undertaker. He was on an interview. He was just talking about like he said after a while you're gonna outmove yourself. So that's why you always
that show they doing.
Yeah, you gonna outmove yourself. He said one day you gonna get there and you gonna outmove yourself. He said and it's only so high you can go with these moves.
No, I was saying, do y'all see that show they're gonna start doing on A&E?
Yeah, the LFG. Yeah, I might watch it. I'll probably check in to see just to see. It kind of comes across as an updated version of Tough Enough.
Tough Enough, yeah.
I like Tough Enough.
I did too, and then
first Tough Enough.
I saw everything, baby.
So that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, it's just so much. It's just so much to watch. Of course, you got your WWE and your AEW. You got MLW. You got fucking TNA and NWA. You got WoW if you want to get a little cartoonish and gimmicky, because that's nothing but women. So
yeah.
You can't necessarily be mad at that. So
if you're a wrestling fan within the day and time that we live in, how could you be just a fan of one company? It would be really, really tough to just say, I watch WWE and that's just it. That may be your main thing you watch. But granted, if you into pro wrestling, you watch a little bit of it all.
You're doing a disservice to yourself.
Exactly.
Doing a disservice to yourself.
I only read the Spider-Man comic and I don't read no other comics.
But it's like these shows now, y'all, is 3 hours. Like it gets tough.
Yeah.
Hey, Raw and SmackDown, 3 hours.
Content game.
Yeah. And I'm kind of glad that
the fastest.
I think Raw has shaved out with them being on Netflix. Like they have a little bit looser parameters, but I think that I've heard Triple H say on several interviews like 3 hours. It is a chore to watch.
Yeah,
like it's a chore to watch 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
But they've been going like two and a half. I'm like, okay, you're only shaving off like 30 minutes. I mean, I guess it still is a sweet spot and what have you. But like sometimes I can't even make it all the way through SmackDown like 3 hours. That 3 hours, even watching Raw used to be a choice, especially during the Thunderdome area or whatever the fuck during the COVID era.
I was not watching that.
But I'm so glad that they split WrestleMania up though.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just another idea that they stole from New Japan. So give it 2 nights.
They was doing it first.
New Japan Wrestle Kingdom is done over 2 nights, and of course they won't give credit to it, but that's where they got the idea from. They split it to 2 nights. So you're not packed, but also they was starting to get a lot of backlash because you got a show that's starting at like fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's going to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Like the one that was in New York, New Jersey, and like Charlotte and them didn't go on until like fucking 11 o'clock.
Hey.
Like, bro, yes, that's a long time to be sitting there. That's a long time.
WrestleMania 34 was like that. The world is.
Yeah.
That was a long show, boy.
No crowd.
Like, bro.
8 hours.
It's like, but yeah, New Japan been doing that for years.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I enjoy it more.
Like, I'm with y'all. I'm like, I'm glad y'all actually stole the idea and it actually worked out because 2 nights works for me. You got your 3.5, your 4 hours, and boom, you move on.
Yeah, move on. Course, exactly.
You know, when they first was talking about it, everybody was like, oh, well, you want people to pay for 2 nights. Well, if you're going to go to WrestleMania, you're going to pay for 2 nights. Pay for which night that you actually want to be there. Do you want to do night 1 or do you want to do night 2?
Yeah. You go home and watch the other one.
Thank you. And now they're talking about doing what they're going to do. They're going to have SummerSlam like that. Next thing you know, they're going to do
with the
Survivor Series like that. The Royal Rumble gonna be next, where it's 2 nights. It's like they'll have the men's Rumble on one night, then they have the women's Rumble on the next night.
Hey, it ain't a bad idea. I would prefer it like that.
That way they can have more matches.
Yeah.
Because it was only the tag team match and then Cody match and the Kevin Owens. Then it was another Raw.
It was only, I think, like 4. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was only 4 matches.
Yeah, it was only 4. Because you got you got both the Rumbles and then you had the 2 singles matches. So yeah, so if they split
with them 2 nights, you can also kind of, like you said, kind of make it an event.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're gonna do.
Some double their revenue too. I mean,
yeah. Oh,
sure.
Yeah, I went to WrestleMania 39.
Right, you selling products 2 nights in a row, baby.
Yeah, I went to WrestleMania 39 and paid for 2 tickets for me and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
With $700 each, something like that. I had to save my pennies for sure for that shit. But all around, I would say that trip with hotel and stay and the tickets was about $3,000.
About $3,000, yeah.
That's not bad. I mean, you probably spend, if it was just a 1-day event for that whole weekend, it's probably what you would spend anyway. So, you're going to all the events. You still got to eat. You got to pay for your hotel. If you drive your own car, you got to put gas in that shit. So you probably spend it about right around the same thing. So shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Gas was $5.20 out there in LA at the time.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Last time I went out there, not just I was just out there in January, but a handful of years ago when I was out there, bro, we must have took a car and we started to put gas in there, and I'm looking while this mug steady going, but I'm looking at the meter like, is you gonna stop anytime soon? Because it's only about 5 gallons. It's about $32 already. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
God, went to the grocery store. Bro, we had like 10 items in the cart. I promise you it was about $1.25. I was like, what did we just buy? I was like, put all this shit back. I'll eat tuna. So I'll eat tuna. I eat some Crustables around this mug, bro. What just fuck me.
Did y'all enjoy Monday Night Raw? They opened hot.
They did with the promo. They got the J promo.
Yes. Oh, that was nice. And then like a lot of, it was a lot of, I guess, controversy over the weekend about Jey Uso shouldn't have won and that whole thing. But you can clearly see when Monday Night Raw opened up and he came out. Come on.
Like you can't get no better than that.
You can't get no better than that.
Can't get no better than that.
That's a clear tell that he should have won.
And what they started to do, they started to do encores with his entrance now.
Yeah.
And the music go off, and then the fans were like, one more time, and then the music go back.
Right.
Can we run it back? Run it back.
They opened up with so much excitement, but I like when they got to the promo how serious it was. You know, Jay, he was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? He was happy, he was excited, he was emotional, and then you
make him get serious.
Yeah.
That was out there. That was all real. That was real emotion too. Like that dude got choked up for real.
Yeah, eyes all watery and everything.
Yeah.
You bring Gunther out there, you cut him off.
Yeah.
Automatically get heat.
We had to bring you up. Now we got to bring you down.
Oh man. But Gunther came out there so serious though, didn't he?
But don't he always?
Ooh, yeah. I love the way Gunther came out there. Oh, that was perfect.
Don't they always though? So, what do you think? Because it's going to happen at some point in time. What it's going to be like when Walter turns babyface. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, eventually, I guess it would have to.
You think it's going to happen this year while he's the champion, or after he loses?
After he's champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guarantee you, it's going to happen.
But who will be his first rivalry as a babyface?
I'll give you 2 guesses and 1 don't count.
It had to be a diabolical.
Drew?
No. Who's the closest to him right now?
Kaiser?
Exactly.
You do. I do kind of enjoy booing Kaiser.
It'll be Kaiser saying that he didn't got solved. It was some shit to that nature. And he attacks. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You want
I
that world?
understand now.
Huh? What'd you say, Dave?
I was saying we want our check, WWE. Check this out.
Right.
Maybe we just predicting the future. I don't know. But it may,
You know, I'll take a few pennies. I'm not even greedy.
Okay,
not even greedy. So, but I'm just saying that some. Yeah.
Right, but they definitely. I was overseeing Gunther and Jey Uso fighting, but I must admit, during this whole promo session, I was kind of back into it again. Like, okay, because they kind of add that intensity of that seriousness. I love serious wrestling.
You know what this remind me of? Remind me
What's
of JBL
that?
and Cena at WrestleMania 21.
Oh, JBL was ruthless. JBL was ruthless. Oh, he was ruthless.
Y'all see it now?
Yeah, he was ruthless. Yeah, kind of having that upper hand, kind of that, you know.
Yeah.
Playing around with the crowd's favorite.
Basically, yeah.
Jey Uso
down
wins.
to everybody.
He falls into the crowd and
wrestling god.
Yeah, that was Cena's first championship, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was. That's
yep.
it. Yeah,
that was the first of many. So the first of many.
The first of many. I liked that one. Yep. I think what else happened on the Raw? Oh, Charlotte came out. You were talking about the chick? Yeah.
Again, she's leaning into the hair character, and I absolutely love it because it is pissing off everybody, and I'm tickled about it. It's like, dude, when you get somebody that checks the boxes, how do you hate that? But think about this though, like as much as they hated Cena, you're shoving him down the throat. He's winning too much. Like what is winning too much?
Yeah, supposed to win. Supposed to be a winner. Supposed to be a loser.
Did you sign up to lose?
Exactly.
Oh, but she's only winning because of her last name. I'm like, this is what people
winning because she a star.
Yeah, y'all hate legacy is what you're saying. It's like, well, if you hate legacy, you hate life in general because the world moves according to legacy. So sit your dumb ass down somewhere. But I like that she's leading into the hill. I'm almost willing to bet that it'll be her and Tiffany at Mania.
You know what real? I don't know why she even went on NXT for. I guess for a ratings pop.
That's all it is. When they send the main roster down there, it's for ratings pop.
I'm like, there is no way she gonna choose somebody in NXT. Why?
You don't care nothing about no damn Julia.
Right? Come on now.
They said the NXT titles, even though she won it since she's been on the main roster, doesn't technically count as far as her title runs, her title wins. I'm like, really? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, because if title. Exactly, because if the NWA and the WCCW counted towards Rick's title reigns, what do you mean?
Just
in the same company.
Right. So you just count championships in general.
Yeah. Well, how are if they don't count, then how are the Dudleys the most decorated tag team and they've won titles in every promotion they've been in?
So and even when the Rock had the WCW championship when they was going back and forth, remember?
Right. You mean the world title? So
the world title. Yeah.
No, you had it right the first time. No, actually, you had it right the first time. It was the WCW world title. Matter of fact,
we took it off of Booker.
This is what me and my brother called that belt, the Ric Flair belt. So
the big gold,
the big gold belt. That's the Ric Flair belt.
But that counted towards the Rock of his combined because he what? But is he 9?
8, 9 times?
Yeah. So that counted towards his reign. So I guess like you said, why wouldn't that count towards Charlotte's?
Yeah, right. So, but either way it go,
championship belt.
It's a championship, and she won it. So
the Intercontinental or something like that. Now that's a different story. But we talking about like world championship of the top of the company. It all counts. You know?
So I'd see her and Tiffany, but then But then again, do you need her to beat Tiffany this early? I don't. If she does, if it is her and Tiffany, I think she loses because Nia interferes in the match.
Yeah, nice. My
Yeah.
girl, nice snacks.
Yeah, that's why Nia kind of sticking around.
That's my name for nice snacks.
That's why Nia kind of sticking around.
Yeah.
Keep butting her nose in Tiffany's business.
Yep.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see her interfering because she want to be the one who take the belt back from Tiffany. That's what I see with that one. So if if Tiffany wins, it'll be because Nia interfered in the match. So it cost Charlotte.
Well, yeah, Nia got a match against Tiffany next week on for the title.
Oh, for real? How am I getting all these championship matches?
Because she said she talked to Nick Aldis, and instead of her facing 5, she gonna beat the face 1.
Oh,
yeah. So I guess
that's what she said.
Title, yeah.
That's what she said.
Makes sense, I guess.
But I'm just saying I'm just saying she done had like 6 title matches in the last month. So
exactly. If you lose, you're supposed to go back to the bottom.
You're supposed to go to the back of the line.
You ain't supposed to get another championship shot.
But wait. She's only getting the title matches because of who she's related to.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't you know that's how that works?
It has some benefits though. What do you say?
It's because of who she's related to. Just like, did you see the story about how they're getting ready to change Ava's character down in NXT to kind of mimic her dad a little bit? Yeah, when I see the story again, I'll send it to y'all because they want to get her on TV a little bit more. So apparently they're supposed to be kind of changing her character to kind of play off of her dad. And of course, the first comments was, the only reason she's lasted this long in the company is because of who her dad is. It's like, okay, so
But we gotta stop that at some point, because then you'll start saying, well, Randy Orton ain't where he's where he's at because of his father.
Oh, and because of his grandfather. Again,
right.
you hate legacy, but if you hate legacy, you hate the world then. So
that's just how I roll.
I mean, but they do use it to get into the door because, I mean, I've heard in interviews like Jacob Fatu, he was saying how it's like they always have that wrestling in the back pocket just in case they want to, try.
But like he said, that go with everything. That goes with getting a job.
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody.
It's about who you know.
It's about who you know. It ain't about
you can get in the door, but you got to work your ass off too.
Exactly. But if you know
somebody held the door open for you, but it's up to you what you do when you walk through that door.
Exactly.
Can't nobody say Charlotte don't work.
Right, that's on you.
Right, and Charlotte puts in the work just like the rest of them do. Like it was obvious. I also think that she was too injury prone too, because she was injured a couple times even before she even made her debut. But even her debut in the few matches she had, it was rough. It was like, oof.
Yeah,
oof, you look like Tamina out here, but
no. You look at Natty.
Natty worse than her.
Do what?
Tamina's terrible.
Oh my God, that's so sloppy.
Yeah,
so sloppy.
Somebody owe her daddy a favor. Clearly, somebody owe her daddy a favor.
Rest in peace. Look,
I'm just saying.
I mean, they did help him beat a murder charge, but anyway.
Right.
Hey, controversy.
Right. But think about this, Natalya. Natalya can wrestle her ass off, but she ain't got no personality. But what's crazy is on social media, she got all the personality in the world. I just wonder why that isn't showcased on TV. Why?
But she's still only with the company because of who she's related to.
You're naming everybody.
She trains. I'm pretty sure with the Huff style and how she can go, she trained all them young girls.
She's the gatekeeper. But here's the thing, though. They make a bigger deal. They make a bigger deal out of who her uncle is more than they do out of who her father is.
Exactly. Her daddy uncle was tag team champion.
She's only there because of who she's related to.
Oh, that girl, she can go. She can go. She can go.
And like you said, she's good. She has no personality though.
No. Like I said, I seen on I think Instagram one time she was talking about some cats and playing around, but she got a lot of personality. I'm like, why don't she showcase that on TV?
All I know about that is her cat's two paws.
Yeah, she got personality. Let her do the whole cat lady thing on TV.
Yeah,
Wrestle.
yeah, Natty and her cat though.
Yeah.
Okay.
She can
I met her a
wrestle.
couple
Why
times.
not?
She's actually a really nice. She's really nice though.
She's good in the ring. She's good in the ring.
Yeah, but when the light on the camera go on, it
Yeah.
all goes downhill from there. So
Yeah.
goes all downhill.
It's been going back to Charlotte. Y'all notice that she has removed some of her enhancements.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was removing some of those before even before this last injury. So I mean, do what you do to make yourself feel whatever you got to do to make yourself feel better, as long as you're not doing it for other people and what have you. So she did it because she wanted to feel better about herself. Whatever, it's her body. So
that's why it's called self-esteem.
Thank you. You got to have esteem your motherfucking self.
Right.
But of course,
like
as soon as she came back, that was the first thing. More plastic surgery. It's like, dude, is that all y'all got? It's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, really? Is that all y'all got?
Right, but like you said, that's her life and what she chooses to do. Self-esteem.
Exactly.
Makes you feel better.
Exactly. And I saw somebody, I meant to screenshot it and send it to y'all too, because I be seeing some of the most hilarious shit. Oh, she a gold digger. I was like, who did she gold dig on? Because literally everybody that she's been married to, she has more income. She was more wealthy than them. So who was gold digging?
Exactly, I'm sure.
She's married before?
She's been married like 4 times now.
Damn.
I can't remember.
Everything.
The only name that I recognize off of the list is Tom Lattimore. And now we know, of course, with her and Andrade, but I'm like, even then, even when she was married to Tom Lattimore, I was like, she still was worth more than him. So who was she gold digging on?
Yeah.
And this was before she even got to WWE. Like, she was already still worth more than him. So who was she gold digging on? I'm like, dude, y'all
want something to say, man. People want something to say, something to comment on, something negative within the air of just about nothing. Like
what did Brian Danielson say? Fickle.
Exactly. It ain't based on her skill, her talent, or her ability, or nothing like that. You know, if your father was a great pro wrestler and you can come behind him and add on to his legacy, then that's a great thing for y'all family.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like like since I'm an artist, when my son bring me drawings, both of my kids, they let me see their drawings. Like it's a prideful thing to see them following within your footsteps and enjoying doing that. That ain't a thing to hate on.
The IWC is a miserable place. It really is.
Something to hate on at that point.
Exactly. And some of the comments just tickled the shit out of me, and I love it even more when I'm listening to like Bust It Open or something, and you got people that are telling Bully that he don't know what he's talking about.
Right. He didn't been around
for these people.
He didn't been around for a while.
So you're only a fan, and you're trying to tell somebody that's been in the business, is in the business, has been successful in the business, that he don't know nothing and he don't know what he's talking about. Like, really? Like that boy, the nut sack on you, son.
Exactly.
The nut sack on you. There's no way in hell that I'm gonna tell somebody that's got way more experience in the field that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, huh?
Exactly.
Right.
And he always given I would say he don't really like pick sides. He just kind of give an honest take about his thoughts and how he look at it and how he feel about it, and what he may have would have done or what he may have would have tweaked. You know?
And they hate his brutal honesty is what it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They hate brutal honesty.
When he was talking about the whole AEW thing, and old boy had asked me, he said, "Do you think John Moxley is booking this?" He said, "Yeah, I know John Moxley is booking this whole thing." He said, "I know he's booking it for sure. Yeah, he's booking it. That's the secret. He's booking it." But everybody's blaming Tony.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it because that seemed like something that the worst booker is a wrestler booking himself.
Yes, Tony, more than likely, just my opinion. This guy been down for my company. Anytime that I need him, he always there. If he don't take no vacations, he always there. I can put the title on him, he always carry it. So if he come to me and ask me for a favor, meaning he want to book a storyline or something, I can't say no. I owe him one. No, I owe him one. But I always say, well, Tony, I understand you may owe him one, but don't do it to the extent of throwing your whole company away now. You know, I mean, within to me of watching wrestling since I was little, the biggest thing within pro wrestling is we always need to pivot. You got to. There's no other way because
that whole Death Riders thing, like it's flat as shit. I don't know what the fuck are they even doing.
Clearly, just let it go. Let it go. I said this. I told my wife, look, I called wife with that. I said, I called her phone. I said, I got it. She said, you got what? I said, I got the whole idea to rearrange and change AEW. She said, what? I said, I was thinking about it. I got it. She said, oh, okay. She said, what is it? I said, all right, peep the scene. I say, Saturday night, after Collision goes off the air, all of AEW's social media and every wrestler on there all go black. Everybody just posts black. Everything gets shut down. It all goes black. Come Wednesday night Dynamite for the show. It's an opening shot of Tony waking up from a nightmare. He all sweaty and he all dripping. And he's stressed out and scratching his head and wondering what has happened. I woke up from this horrible dream. He goes and he pulls himself a cup of coffee and he's thinking about it. And his dad says, what's wrong, son? And he said, I just had a horrible dream that I was running a wrestling company and running it to the ground. And then he laughs and says, that'll never happen. And takes a sip of his coffee and AEW opens up with a brand new.
Damn, that was good.
With a brand new look, a brand new theme, and they blow everybody out the water and put all the haters and everything to bed.
That was good, TJ. You had me going like that. Where's
this shit over? Just start over.
But they start
Tony, write that man a check. Write that man a check.
Oh man,
look,
that was perfect.
It's TV. You hold the power of the illusion.
Right.
Just stop it. It's okay. There's been plenty of bad wrestling ideas. All I need to say is Katie Vick. It's been
right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys later.
It's been plenty of bad wrestling ideas, and that's okay. We got plenty of ideas we can name that has been just a wreck, right?
But right, and you can drop them at any given point in time without an explanation.
Just drop it, make it all a bad dream, and recreate the whole AEW landscape and change the whole game. Change the whole game. Tony, you just woke up from a bad dream, baby.
It was a nightmare. It's been a nightmare.
You sip that cup of coffee, and you look out at a distance off of the balcony of your mansion. And say that'll never happen. I'll never do that. But look, be truthful though. Say I'll never do that. I love this too much. And you open up AEW, boom, with your pyro, your fireworks, and you
new logo, new everything. Yeah,
just a new everything.
New colors, new logo. Go black after Collision. Shut the whole thing down. Tell all your wrestlers, hey, go black. Everybody post black. You shut all the footage down on social media. You have everybody wondering, Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What happened to AEW? Nobody says nothing. Nobody talks to the media. You don't say nothing. I got nothing for y'all. No report. No nothing. The whole world is at this point on the edge of their seat watching. What the hell is AEW doing? What happened to AEW? Look. You got all the haters going, yeah, I knew AEW was dead. I knew it was over.
It only took 6 years for it to happen, but they finally died.
They finally died. You let all the podcasters just talk about it and talk about it. And they say, well, Wednesday we'll see if AEW. I didn't check this. Don't tell Dave Nelson shit. Don't tell nobody nothing. Until that Wednesday night, 7 o'clock on fucking on Max and on TBS, that opening shot. And you just go into Tony waking up from a bad fucking dream. Erase every fucking thing and just start over.
Wait. Do we really need a close-up shot of Tony Khan? No, I'm just you might want to keep that wide. It just
no, we need a sweaty up close shot of Tony. Waking up.
He waking up out of a bender is what that is. From a little booger sugar, little sugar booger.
Exactly. and tell you know what I'm saying, and tell everybody, hey, everything we starting over new. This is TV. We hold the power of time. One thing I learned when I was in animation school, you hold the power of time. You tell the audience where to look. You tell the audience what to believe. You tell the audience where to go. You in control of that.
You control the narrative, goddammit.
Right. You just gotta get everybody on one accord.
Have the pencil.
Exactly. And you change the whole game. Because guess what? Your competitors gonna be wondering what the fuck is you doing. So they gonna be watching too.
Because they already watching. So
there you go. So then, it's like Bray Wyatt. You got the whole world in your hand, baby.
In your hands. He's got the whole wide world
in your hand. And that's your second go around, so you don't fuck it up. Right. You tell your whole roster, I need all hands on deck. And if you ain't gonna be all hands on deck, I will write you your fucking release right now.
So you bye.
And say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Right. If you want to go, right. If you want to go to the competitors, then fucking go. But I need everybody all in.
No pun intended.
Nobody.
TK, write that boy a check. Write that boy a check right now. Not right now, but right now.
I saw the whole thing, man. I saw the whole thing. I said, oh, that's it. I said, I got it. He said, what? You got what? I said, I got the whole thing. The whole idea for AEW. Just end it all.
I got the whole idea.
Hey, Tarrell, or hit John Moxley with a car.
He just gonna get up anyway. So
the greatest tag team.
He gonna no sell it. So
right, hit John Moxley with a car and move it on out the way. Tony come out there and say, "Hey y'all, our champion's been injured. We don't know when he gonna come back. So we doing a tournament for the title."
Right.
Whoever the crowd be into within that tournament, that's who you push, and that's it.
But wait. Will they be doing it for The Rock, though? Just saying. Will they be doing it for The Rock? For The Rock.
They need to just start over with stuff. That's it. It's okay.
Yeah. At some point, you got to hit the reset button because this ain't working. This is not working. I'm sorry.
Clearly, from how we have the internet now, it's like with TVs and our phones, everything collects data, right? You had Walmart buy the Vizio company, not for the TV, but for the data that the TV gets that they're able to sell. When you go to the store, you go to Snooks or Dirtbirds or something like that, within the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? You type your number and they give you a couple of pieces of change off, but that's just for them to collect the data so they know what to sell to the people. They know what to tell Doritos. Yes, we need more because we selling this much. So back to wrestling, they got all the data because they got the internet at their fingertips. The fans are telling you what they want and what they don't want. At this point, you just ignoring you ignoring your audience.
Yeah,
that's a no-no.
Analogy right there.
Right.
I mean, or they could just come out on TV and be like, "We're from here on out, we're going to give the fans what they want," and then do a watch and repeat for another 5 years. So,
right.
All back to that bullshit promo. Blaming Constable Corbin for everything.
When Vince came out there and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do this by myself anymore. I need some help," and Triple H was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get the fans what they want." They know what they need to do, but it's just the arrogance of you being so uppity that you can't make a mistake, but you human.
Yeah,
you're supposed to make mistakes. That's the whole point of you being perfect. Perfect is not being perfect as an AI. Perfect is being imperfection because you're a piece of the divine. You're supposed to be like that. It's natural. It's supposed to be perfect. AI is not natural, but we are natural.
Hey, there was only one perfect. Damn it!
Right.
His name is Mister. Damn it! There was only one perfect, and that
perfect
is absolutely perfect.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's it. But they trying. No, we can't mess up. We can't admit that we was wrong. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody, like I tell my oldest son, I say, man, you're gonna make mistakes. But let's say you making 20 mistakes a week. Let's try to get it down to 10.
Right.
You're gonna make mistakes. You're supposed to. That's how you grow.
That's how you learn.
How you learn. You learn. You learn more from failure than you do for success.
Basically, and at last I checked, there was only one perfect being. So
exactly. But we're all growing and learning. Everybody knows that AEW is a new company and they ain't been around for over 45 to 50 years. Everybody knows that's no secret.
They seem to forget that it took WWE a while to figure out who they were and which way that they wanted to go.
Yes.
Because they act like, as much as they put Trash Hogan on the Mount Rushmore, what have you, they act like they completely forget about that fucking era that was basically nothing but everybody had a gimmick.
Yeah.
Everybody was a cartoon character.
It was weird.
It was like, did y'all forget that when Raw was pre-taped in the Hammerstein Ballroom? Like, did y'all forget about that?
How about that?
Like,
it didn't start to where it is now. It had to grow into this.
Right. He had to figure out how he wanted. It took a while for his vision to actually pan out and start going the way that he needed it to go. It didn't really. You had it, but it wasn't always perfect. You had to develop a formula. And it's a formula that they still fucking use. Again, it wasn't perfect because again, they forget about the Trash Hogan era. They forget about the Hammerstein Ballroom pre-taped eras that was getting booked off for the Westminster Dog Show. So they forget about
that. Dennis, when we had the fake Scott Hall and the fake Kevin Nash. When it was just weird. Yeah, exactly. When it was just weird for a little minute. It was weird for a minute.
They forgot about what was the dude's name? What was the one character? He was a trash man. What the fuck was his name? Or they forget about the Godwins or
that was the burglar. They had the eye better.
The trash gimmick.
You talking about Repo Man now?
So Repo Man.
You talking about bad gimmicks?
Right.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
Hey! You leave the Brooklyn Brawler alone, goddammit. That's a national treasure right there. him, and Barry Horowitz, goddammit. You leave those national treasures alone.
What about Gilbert? What was his name? Gilbert?
Gilbert?
Yeah, Gilbert.
No, he was just a goof. He was just a goof.
Remember when they used to burn him with the sparkles? That was
right. You still be waving them off like, get out.
Right. Like, bro, it sparkles. What are you doing?
Got a 30-degree burn with that boy.
Damn 6-year-olds on sparkles, you running from them.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. If you blow hard enough, you can blow those out right, just so you know.
Right. But like you said, they wasn't always there. Bubba Ray, he made a good analogy. He say, well, we all must understand as wrestling fans, he said that WWE has a certain amount of knowledge that they have accumulated over the years. And Tony doesn't have that.
Yep.
He doesn't have that. He ain't got them brilliant wigs around him. Now, me personally, before I start going out buying a whole bunch of wrestlers, paying them millions and millions and millions of dollars a year, I'm going to find these old school guys. I'm going to find me a rough hound like Perry Saturn. I'm going to hire me a Jim Cornette. I'm going to hire Eric Bischoff. How much you want a year, bro?
Right.
But the problem is, even when you have certain those older talents that are on the roster, like they're not listening to him. Mark Henry did said it on more than one occasion. Like, you can talk to them, but they're not fucking listening. They just still gonna go out and do what the fuck they want to do. It's like you're not taking the advice, and I think that's another part of why you get a lot of no selling, because everybody they're trying to get their shit in.
Yeah,
basically
they're trying to get their shit in. So
psychology doesn't exist.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that's how you win over the crowd. It's with that psychology. You know,
just like how we started the stream up, Tarrell. We was talking about the pile driver from Sami Zayn.
Yeah, the package pile driver.
Yeah, we saw on AEW 15 of them, and you know it's a bunch, you know what I'm saying?
How much did that one mean on Monday night when KO jumped in there?
I know.
Oh my God!
I mean, you've had Randy Orton on the show for 3 months with it, so
yeah.
Cody, that's that Cody down. That really made their rivalry, took it to the next level.
Yeah,
you know. And like you say, back to what we talked on Monday, that brought Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
you know, because that match was good though. The Sami Zayn versus CM Punk Monday.
Yeah, it was. It was a good match.
It was.
That was beautiful. Oh, that was a nice match. I didn't want it to end. I was in the crowd going, fight forever.
I hate that fucking chant. I do. It's so fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Fight forever.
Like, no, they're not gonna fight forever, because then at some point you're still gonna get burnt out. Shut up.
Exactly.
I'm
Shut up.
Right. Myself, but my favorite one is the holy shit.
Yeah.
I started a few of those myself.
Yeah. But the way that match ended, CM Punk got the win to be qualified for the chamber. And as he's slowly walking out, Kevin Owens, just the way they cut that camera in so close. See, once again, if I'm the director, I control the pace, I control the shot. You see what I want you to see.
Right.
I'm in charge, not you. They cut it in so close. He grabbed him and turned around. Then they popped it out. Then he bam. I was like, oh my God.
But yeah, I'm like, man. Like I said, Randy Orton has been selling it for. Randy's been out like what, 3 months now?
He fell for a minute. Yeah.
But it also plays into the fact of him having neck injuries to begin with. So that's another reason why he's been out for so long. Because how the hell did Cody take it and he was back the following week? So, sir.
Yeah, they were saying how Sammy he has a bruise, something bruise, and this contusion, and then the oversell is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Like, exactly. Like, damn, y'all got all of that. Like, y'all got those kind of machines in the back that can tell you all of that. Like,
because that one that he gave Sammy and the one he gave Cody, those were the more brutal.
Yeah.
Those were real good. That one he gave Sammy, I mean, Sammy was slumped.
They went back to their ROH days on that one.
Lord, so that's what's called. Remember you had something.
Huh?
You sent me the ROH match.
Oh yeah, I watched it too. I never seen that stuff.
I never seen that, me either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
That's what got me turned on to ROH. I just came across it. I don't know where I came across it somewhere. I was like, what the fuck is this? And who? It kind of reminded me of the heyday of ECW. I was like, let me start tuning into this shit real quick.
Right, because remember I was telling you, I was like, man, WWE wouldn't dare let them do nothing like this. And then a week later, he just dropped on the damn head. I was like, oh Lord.
See, that was on only the package power drive, but it's like I could see them having that type of match now after watching the ladder match with Cody and Kevin at the Rumble. I can see them having it. You're not going to take the chair shot to the face though, but the rest of it I can see.
But do you think that KO and Sammy, do they do it at Chamber or do they go to the Mania?
If he's going to sell the package power driver, that they go to Mania.
Yeah,
definitely Mania.
He's going to be at least 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, because like I say, if it's taking Randy out for the last 3 months, you have to play that one up with Sammy too.
Right, Cody was down about 2 weeks, but they had the Royal Rumble coming up.
Yeah.
But since it's Mania, like you say, they may stretch it out a little bit longer.
Yeah, you take that to Mania. You have him out for a couple 2-3 weeks and what have you. Then he come back and he's cutting promos.
Right. KO was on SmackDown. He did his I guess promo from the car.
Yeah.
Saying, I got beat down, Sammy. Where were you at, man? You supposed to be my friend. You know where
right. Like, you see this and this score here and these scores here that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life.
Right.
Where were you at, friend? I said, it was simple, but it was just so perfect.
So perfect. I wish you could feel the pain I felt, something like that.
Yeah. But it went perfectly when Kevin had came, I think about a Monday or two ago, and he told Sammy, you watch my back, I'll watch yours, and he had the Sammy Forever on his shirt, showing he's a good friend. And then I was thinking that at the Rumble, I was like, oh, Sammy didn't help him. But he kind of holding that grudge now. He getting in Sammy's ass.
Yeah. He said, since you don't want to help me, okay, I got you. I got you.
It would be nice to see them at Mania.
Yeah, I think they hold it off to Mania. I hope they do.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Because that could be whether it's on night 1 or night 2, that could also be a match that steals the show too.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely going to the show. They gonna go all in.
If there's no rules, if they let them if it's like no holds barred, they're gonna have a damn good match.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was thinking about what y'all think about Logan Paul on Monday. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Trash. Move on. Yeah. Trash. Move on. Yeah. So, he has go home heat.
Yes, go home now.
He has go home, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here heat. So
no, it's not the same as Charlotte.
No.
They kind of treat him the same way, but it's just a different meaning behind it. It's just like you don't belong here, even though you're damn good.
Yeah, well, he's very athletic. He's very athletic in the ring.
He's athletic, and he's a good heel too. But he's Logan Paul.
They don't want him. They don't want him there.
I know. I don't want it. When he eliminated CM Punk, I was like,
yeah, that was kind of. It almost seemed like they was planting the seed for them two to have a rivalry.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, because he made the comment before the night on Raw when he said he hadn't lost to Logan Paul. Then you get eliminated by Logan Paul. I'm thinking that they was gonna have a match on Monday. It was like, no, you got him over here. Like, why would you get away from that? It's either that or Punk don't want to work with him. So
no, don't work with him. No. You know, like you said, we don't need to see it. We don't need to see it.
Don't need to see it. Trash. Move on.
Liv beat EO Sky, so she gonna be in the chamber.
I would have preferred to see EO.
I would have too. The dive off one of them cages.
Yeah, I'd have preferred to see EO.
I agree. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee was fought the New Day.
Trash. The whole match is trash. I kind of like they do. I kind of like their new theme music though.
Yeah. I enjoy Dragon Lee. That boy can move.
But they called him up. You stick him with the LWO, and you've done nothing with them because
I hate that.
LWO is basically there to eat pins is all I'm saying. So,
but then they make a huge deal out of Dragon Lee when he was in NXT. Just leave him there.
Yeah.
He was there for a cup of coffee. Didn't do nothing.
I thought he was at least gonna win the championship and have a nice little reign because they was pushing him and pumping him hard. NXT.
They didn't even give him what is it, the North American title? Yeah, I thought they was gonna stick that on him for a minute. Didn't even do that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, call him right on up to the main roster, huh? Didn't even, okay, all right. Because again, people who don't those diehards, they don't watch anything outside of WWE. They have no idea who fucking Dragon Lee is.
Well, yeah, on the indies and that whole thing. But yeah, you kind of limit yourself from all the other stuff you can be enjoying.
You got the guys that are coming in. You have those few that are, when they would showcase them sitting in the audience, which means that you knew that they signed with the company. Like you had those few that knew who said people were and what have you. But now you have a whole nother pocket. Like if you introduce somebody, they don't know who, again, because they don't watch anything but WWE. And it's like, oh, well, I'll watch them when they get to the big times, and when they get to the main rosters. Like if you don't watch them in NXT, that's how you get introduced to them.
Right, but I like it. I like it now because I can also get to know them before they get there. Like with Jacob Fatu, for instance. Like I picked him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When he was on the indies and stuff like that. Or old boy Zilla Fatu, he been in reality harassment, Booker T, that thing. It's kind of cool to see them like that. To get them they growing.
He's gonna be good. Zilla's gonna be really good.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. He a character. He a character. He got a lot of charisma. I'm interested to see him. Yeah, when he get there, he got a lot of character.
Wait. He's only gonna get there because of who he's related to.
Oh.
It's an opportunity, but he actually working now. He working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Umana's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, his daddy was beast.
I love it.
Oh man, me too.
Before you move on, this is what a lot of people also don't realize. You know that the E actually passed on Jacob like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of his
they passed on him.
background. Because of his background.
Yeah, they passed on him like 3 times.
What?
Because of his background. And I think that was more of a Vince thing than anybody else, because what happened when Vince left?
Oh, he came directly in.
He's coming in. You got inserted right into one of the main storylines going on.
Yeah.
They're finding workarounds for everything else that's going that you did in your life before you even fucking got here, that you've straightened your life out since then. And and now you're there. So it's like,
it's the best decision they ever made. It's the best decision.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's hot. He's on fire right now.
Right. But
on fire. I can't wait
who he's related to. So
I can't wait to see him in the chamber, man.
I know, right? Because you see how the fickle fans pick and choose. They're only there because of who they're related to, and what they pick and choose where they want to use this terminology and these terms and these words. Are like they pick and choose with that shit.
But he a beast. You got to give it to him.
And I've been commenting. I'm like, y'all really should get outside that bubble and watch something other than WWE, because you have a whole lot.
But like you said earlier, I think if people do kind of, like you said, look outside WWE, they can actually see the person growing, that they are out here on the grind, and they are putting in their time, and they are putting in their work. Yeah, they may know somebody to open that door for them or shine a little light on them, but they still got to do the work.
Yeah, you still got to come in and do the work. So
what would be the point of having the name, I bring you to the dance and you embarrass me?
Yeah, exactly. Because Fatu is what Jacob is what they thought they was getting in Solo. So
yeah.
Just saying.
But you see how Jacob kind of over. I don't think it was done purposely, but just by his character just being so big. Not even talking about his body statue, but just you see the promos he be shooting when he walking backstage, and another, and how he be getting it, you know.
And you know what? Some of those are the same promos that he was cutting in MLW.
I heard that. Yeah. See?
Just saying.
Yeah.
some of the same promos.
If you don't look outside WWE, you do kind of miss it. You kind of miss the growth.
You missing it. You missing the boat.
To really, and also to really kind of appreciate it when they get to that. I guess you say the big limelight, the big, the big time.
It's the same thing with Penta. Like Penta have been all over the world. He done been in Impact. He done been in
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground. He done been in AEW. Now he's at where he actually wanted to be at in the first place, but he had to take the road to get there.
Yeah. But
now he's there.
You missed that superstars or that wrestler. You missed the journey. And to me, sometimes when you kind of follow them when they count like that, like how I was a big fan of AJ Styles. I followed him wherever when he was in Ring of Honor, when he was in TNA, that whole thing. When he got followed back to WWE. Oh God!
You follow him in New Japan too?
Huh?
You watch him in New Japan too?
Yeah. With the Bullet Club, and they did that whole thing over there. Like that was nice to see. And then when he finally walked in and debuted at the Royal Rumble.
It was money. So it was money.
or when you had him and Finn Balor when they had fought each other in Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But if you knew about they New Japan, how they was close and that whole thing, it kind of made the match mean a little bit more.
It meant more to pure wrestling fans because we watch other stuff outside of the so you knew their history and what have you. So that they was in the Bullet Club at the same time and all that other good shit.
Exactly. Hey, yo, I got a question. Who is the least over woman that WWE just wants to just put her in our faces, but it's always in the wrong spot and she don't ever get noticed? She on SmackDown.
Chelsea?
No, she always all over the place.
Yeah, she. Bailey?
See, y'all, you can't even. She's that. I won't say relevant. She's relevant to us, but the people just don't see her. And it's like before she got to where she is now, like she would come out and just no reaction, and I'm just like, why? Candice LeRae.
Oh
yeah.
Nothing is there for her. It's like Candice
right? When she came out, what was that? Last Friday to address Tiffany Stratton, it was just
she was with Nia. Y'all know they kicked Indy Hartwell to the curb, and then they put her right in the title, type of not picture, but like around it, and she tried to get more from Nia.
Yeah, I enjoyed her more in NXT. EO used to go at NXT. That was nice.
She's great, but she just don't get nothing. Like
no.
I don't know.
Again, it was another one of those call-ups where people don't really know who they are because you haven't introduced them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like when Ciampa and Gargano and them when they all got brought up, and even when they brought Johnny and Candice back or whatever, you didn't introduce them to let people know who they are, but you also haven't put them in storylines that made people want to give a shit about who they were anyway. So it's like you had to turn Ciampa and Gargano for people to actually pay attention to fucking DIY again. Because a heel turn who DIY, DIU, whatever, we know who they are, damn it. But you had to turn them heel just for people to pay attention to them again.
Yeah.
And you kind of just shoehorned Candice into this whole storyline with Nia and what have you, but you didn't introduce her. Like nobody knew who the Way was.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Trying to play off
a little introduction wouldn't have hurt her.
Yeah, not at all. And Candice is actually really fucking good.
Yeah, she's the voice of Dixie. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but again, most of them, and you'll get some of those ones because I went back and forth with a few. They don't watch NXT. They don't. It's like, I watch them when they get to the main roster. What did you say, TJ? How you don't know who they are?
Yeah, who are they? You don't
know who they are because you wait till they get to the main roster.
Yeah, it's like if if I'm showcasing, let's say Wolverine. Okay, Marvel's showcasing Wolverine. Okay, they gotta tell you who Wolverine is. Okay, they did experiments on him, and he's pissed off. He can't remember his past. You gotta start feeling for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when he goes rip somebody's head off, you like, well, they probably had it coming. They kept on messing. What you expect them to do? But you got Candice LeRae. She out there and she's sucking up to Nia. But why?
Right.
At least tell us that. Well, Nia talked to Nick Alice to get her on the main roster. You know, Nick Alice owed Nia a favor, and Nia wanted her favor to be Candice coming up to the main roster with her.
Right. Give a little something. And
Yep.
I'll give you this one, and then I'm gonna jump off because my phone about to die.
Okay.
What is it? It's the same thing, kind of like with Mia Yim.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. First of all, drop the Meechin shit. Just stop. And the long back twerk, or the long back whatever she called it now. Yeah. First of all, that shit's funny to me. I'm just saying. So,
I think it was supposed to be funny. This is just the way I'm taking it.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be too, but it's just funny to me. I'll ask y'all this question first before I jump off. Do you see Keith Lee coming back?
No.
Listen, my wife tells me this on a daily basis. Will you stop talking about Keith Lee?
I mean, I say no, but then there's a possibility you could never say no in wrestling. But I know that Vince had a thing with, because he would color his hair because he has this condition where he grows gray hair.
Yeah.
That right?
Yeah. No.
No.
Oh yeah. Ever since he was 15 years old. He always dyed his hair black because he had a condition since he was 15 years old. His hair would come in gray, and so now, yeah, and so now
I didn't know that.
I noticed with Ciampa, he just letting it grow, gray. Around my age, and so I don't think they have a problem with it. I know if it was Vince though, he would be like, dye your hair.
You got to dye that shit.
But did y'all see the difference though from when Keith Lee was in NXT?
We keep saying that.
Right,
That's true.
Right, when he was in NXT, listen, I got like 2 or 3 cousins used to watch wrestling. They was calling me and texting me like, man, who that big ass dude is, man, on NXT? Man, who's that? Like, for real, man. I mean, Keith Lee, man, he opened my eyes up. I wanted to get back into, man, to wrestling again, like Forrest trying to do it. Because, man, he excited me, man, and turned me on in a way with wrestling of how he was moving in that ring as a big guy. You don't see that.
Nope.
Like, man, this dude is amazing. And then he got pulled up to the main roster. I'm screaming at the TV like, why? Why are you moving him? He's perfect where he is. And he get put on the main roster, and somebody done got in his head and say, that's not how a big man.
You know who got in his head.
And after that, Keith Lee never moved the same again in the WWE. Then he went to AEW. I got excited again. I was like, yes, Keith Lee, he gonna do it again. He gonna hit the moves, bada bing, bada boom. And he got over there and like, what the tricky shit at?
Because Vince was still in his head. So Vince ruined him and Karrion Kross when they came to the main roster.
That same night when they faced each other. Yep.
Yeah. So if Keith Lee does come back, I want to see that NXT Keith Lee. Better yet, I want to see that indie Keith Lee.
Right.
How he was on the Indies when he was fighting, what's his name? The goofy dude, man, Matt Riddle.
Yeah. I'm glad.
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't stand Matt Riddle.
Right. When he was having matches like that, I mean, this dude 300-something pounds moving like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. For a guy that size, he shouldn't have been able to move the way that he was. So
man, it was incredible.
That also comes from being an offensive lineman too. So
yeah, but he went to the main roster and it just called himself Burt Cat Lee and it was over.
Right.
He went to AEW and it's just I'm like, what
music too?
That typical Vince and his racist ass shit. So,
right. But to me, that's what brought him to the dance of him being special like that. That's why he was calling himself Limitless.
Because you should have just let Keith Lee be Keith Lee. Like, did you not hear the pop that he got in the Rumble when when he came out and when he faced off with Brock? Like, you didn't hear that? Like
Roman and
Why he didn't win the Rumble that year is beyond me. He was too old.
I didn't need him to win it. I just needed him to have a good showing.
Something.
It was like Dave just said, like the face off with him and Brock, and then the face off with him and Roman. Like you didn't hear that?
Yeah.
Like you didn't hear that? Like that's what you listen for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this is what your this is what your universe wanted. These two matchups right here, this is what they want.
Yes.
Like we kind of know the outcomes probably would have been fucking predictable and shit, but that's not the point though.
That's not the point.
You want these matchups.
Yes. He was to me, he was very important. And when they took the titles off him, the North American and the NXT championship off of him having both of them when he beat Adam Cole.
Yeah.
What was the point of all that, man? Y'all completely just ruined it for no reason.
Yes.
I did when they did that, man. I stopped watching NXT, man. I despised it.
Oh, we gotta talk about the black and gold era. We gotta talk about the black and gold era.
And that was it. That was it, man. It was over after that.
That's what got me into watching because I kept hearing about it. I had somebody else that kept asking me, did I watch it? I'm like, what the fuck is that? It was like, it's the development, but they was like, it's better than fucking Rob's like
them takeovers. Okay.
Nice. But then I started watching it. I'm like, oh shit, what is going on here? Like, is this development or what? Yeah. Like, you could tell that it was still development, but in the same token, like you bringing in all these veterans and what have you. You know, I'm just saying, Joe and all these other guys coming in, like they already in their 30s, like mid-late 30s, like they're fucking veterans. Like, but I get why they was putting them through there and what have you, because you got to learn the WWE way to work and what have you. So, but it's like you still watching.
Long.
Yeah, it was only an hour long.
But they captured your attention for that hour.
Now, that's the sweet spot right there, an hour.
That's all it was.
You get everything and everybody in, and this it leads from week to week. That was the best thing about NXT. They knew how to really cycle their people.
Yeah, it was perfect.
So you don't forget about nobody, but the storyline still connect. It was
how special Ricochet was on there. Oh my God. He was so special on there, man.
We're going to talk about the black and gold. I don't want to get into it. We're going to get into a special show.
We'll be here for another 7 hours talking about the black and gold, goddamn it, because that was a great time. That was a great time.
That was a good time, man. That was a good time.
You finna go? Because I'm finna get off myself. It's been a long one tonight.
It's been a long one.
Yeah, I gotta take my dog out. He fell asleep, but I know as soon as I move, he gonna be like, "Yeah, buddy, I gotta go. and my battery about to die." So, we'll put a pin in and we'll circle back to it. Until then,
if we can start doing some shows in the middle of the week, I mean, just let me know.
Right. Kind of back it up.
Yeah.
Goodbye and
oh Lord.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, I bid you adieu.
And I bid you adieu.
All right, John.
All right.